TS Radio. TS Radio.
Balat sibuyas ka, social media ang taguan, Diyos na buhay ang takbuhan. Ang pundasyon sa tamang pagtanggol, Tulfo Premium Vlog Starter Feeds. Siksik sa cloud chasing para lumaking mangmang, pabigat at palaging iyakin. Dahil troll at iyakin silang bata. Pagkulang sa pansin stage na sila, Tulfo Vlog Starter Feeds.
Yun. Hello there. Magandang umaga, magandang hapon, magandang gabi kung saan man kayo panig ng mundo. And once again, welcome to our live stream. And of course, dito po sa ating araw na linggo ay bibigyan natin ng pagpupugay ang mga pamilyang Pilipino. Ayan, it's a family day sa ating lahat and sana ay naging productive or naging enjoyable ang inyong long weekend. So again, magandang tanghali dito sa Pilipinas. And bago tayo magsimula sa ating topic ngayong araw ay syempre binabati ko kayong lahat sa inyong magpunta. Of course, binabati ko yung, yung unang pumunta dito sa live stream na to. Although ito ay naka-schedule kagabi pa. Yan. I mean, this was posted yesterday or last night. Or kanina madaling araw, but nandito na agad si Mi. Hello there, Mi. Magandang umaga o tanghali sa'yo. And Perfect Defect, hello there, bro. And then si Uncle Freddy Libayan, hello. And si Obscure, magandang tanghali sa'yo. Stormtrooper, hello to Kapzura, hello to Chi. And of course, kay Ben Tumbling, magandang tanghali din sa'yo, bro. Banatan mo, Reg. And sabi ni Lorna, first time ko nakita si Lorna dito. But yes, welcome here. Huwag mo kalimutan mag-subscribe and hit that notification bell for you to be notified whenever we go live. And kahit kailan di ako nanonood ng RTIA, sa mga LS nyo lang ako, mga kabatas, ko yun ako nanonood. Sorry, ulit. Sabi ni Lorna, yan, kahit kailan di ako nanonood ng RTIA, sa mga LS nyo lang na mga kabatas ko yung pinapanood. Good morning sa lahat. Yan, maraming salamat, Lorna. And yes, I want to share a little bit of a story with that, no, Lorna. No? Ako, I remember, paras kami halos ng experience ni Aron Libayan when it comes to Wanted sa Radyo, RTIA for that matter. Kasi dati, kapag, for example, mga ganong oras ako'y bumabiyahe, kasama ko si Mrs., nakikinig kami nung sa 92.3, no? Of course, that's TV5's FM channel sa radyo. Yung relasyon, yan, that was the radio program by Dean Mel Santa Maria, and of course kasama si Luchicus Valdez. And pagkatapos noon, immediately after that is the RTIA or yun nga, Wanted sa Radyo. So kapag moment na yon, medyo si Mrs. nagagalit or naiinis sa akin kasi pinapalipat niya na. Gusto na makinig ng mga music kasi nga once na alam niya na yung expected niya na yung mangyayari, yung mga tipong pati ba naman yan, no? Nagagalit si Mrs. Kasi ba naman, pati yung mga away pamilya, pati yung mga ganong iskandalo, ika nga, sa mag-boyfriend-girlfriend, binobroadcast pa. So, dating-dati pa, si Mrs. nagagalit kasi nga, pati ba naman daw yung mga ganyang problema kailangan pa i-broadcast? Or bakit kailangan pa i-broadcast yung mga ganyang problema? So, she actually made sense, no? Kasi nga naman, diba? Private matters have to be kept private as much as possible, especially within the family or even within the barangay, no? Kung may mga problems kayo with your neighbors, with your kabarangay, as much as possible nandiyan man yung barangay para ayusin yan or hindi na kailangan talaga i-broadcast yung mga ganyan, diba? So, yan. Thank you so much, Lorna. And Recul, of course, sis Recul, tapangan mo, Reg. Ha. Para auto batch 1. Huwag naman, sis. Medyo nga inaano na lang natin eh. Medyo hinihinaan. Hello there, Liz. How you doing? Hello to you. And I want to say hi to Mayo, Mayonnaise. And hi to Neil Canvas. How you doing? Yes. How are you? And of course, yan, start na, sabi ni Mi. Tapos, hello there, Spaceman. Good morning to you. And Reindeer, hi there. Stone Trooper, welcome. And wait, work nyo kahit Sunday, Stone Trooper? Yan. Yeah. Well, in this modern times, no, yung workplace kasi ngayon redefined na eh. Monday to Friday are no longer considered as regular work days. Even Saturdays or Sundays, meron na talagang work. But yeah, of course, in banking and government terms, Monday to Fridays are still the usual business days or working days. Pero of course, in this platform, in this dynamic world of work these days, kahit Sunday, it's still work, no? Pwedeng mangyari. So yeah, freelance, of course. Light work lang naman, like home-based freelance. Medyo flexible ang sked, daming orders. Yeah, that's good, no? Kung kaya namang mag-work on Sundays, even if, let's say, for example, 3 to 4 hours, I think it's fine, no? Hindi naman siguro problem kung if it's a family day kung medyo you'll spend a little bit of your time sa work pa rin. It's no problem. Especially sa mga home-based freelance and the mga work from home setups. Yeah. Kailangan mo lang maging flexible yung schedule. Yan. And ako may work pa-off pa mamaya. Yeah, it's fine, no? Ganun din naman sa mga BPO as well. Even non-work from home setups, mga BPO, other industries, meron talagang mga work, no? Yan. And open cam. Yun nga, recall, no? As much as I wanted to now, hindi pa pwede kasi nga sira pa yung camera ng laptop ko. Yes. But yes, no, kita niyo naman ating topic today. Yan, Senator Tulfo's brand of justice in the Senate, PR interview by Richard Heydarian. Yan. So, actually, I'm not saying that this is a bad interview. I'm just saying that, Richard Heydarian kasi is seemingly is a fanboy of Senator Raffy Tulfo. And masasabi ko sa interview na ito ay parang ito ay isang public relations interview. Kung saan, syempre, masasabi natin ito ay friendly interview. Alright? So kumaga hindi nga nagtakal ng talagang malalalim na issues sa ating lipunan, kundi ay parang ito ay lumalabas na PR interview. So ba't ba natin nasabi parang si Richard Heydarian? Although of course I respect Richard Heydarian sa mga kanyang mga pananaw, kanyang mga opinion sa mga bagay-bagay, he's an expert on the field especially. Pero syempre, medyo malata mo si Professor Richard Heydarian. Parang fanboy siya, no? Lumalabas ni Senator Raffy Tulfo. And hindi lang naman kasi isang beses niya pinuri, ilang beses niyang binanggit sa kanyang mga vlogs, no? Sa kanyang mga shows, sa kanyang mga statements, yung kanyang sort of amazement, no? Ika nga. Towards Senator Raffy Tulfo. So I could say this interview is just basically a PR, a friendly interview. Siyempre, napapabor kay Senator Raffy Tulfo. Yan, then sabi ni, padalang kita? Siyempre, why not? Kulibre, di ba? Tapos si Sis Ricol. Tapos sabi ni Perfect Defect, lol, doon ako sa kabilang topic nag-aabang. Yeah, that was for tomorrow. Yeah. Something to do with, yung mga nakikita na sa media, yung pinapakita ng mga news, no? And why is it important to question everything that we see? Right? Importante kasi yun sa ating, pakikipagdigma. Lalim, pakikipagdigma dito sa social media. Yes, that will be also an interesting topic tomorrow. So I hope you guys can still go or can visit me there. And of course, si Louie, there you go. Si Buddy number 2. Hello there. Good morning to you. Why do I need to, always bring that one up, no? Stone Trooper, nice. Basta freelancing, typical Sunday. Yeah, that's true, me. And yes, but before we continue there, no, pakita natin, no, this was an interview this year then. Actually, may interview si Professor Richard Heydarian. And makikita ninyo, no, one of these interviews na talagang they really find Senator Raffy Tulfo amusing. So let me share you this one. Yan. Bago tayo pumunta sa ating topic, of course, guys, what I always do is always provide context or nagbibigay muna tayo ng mga introduction why this is happening today, dito sa particular topic natin. Ito, yung title ng video na to is Rise of the Tulfos, Heroes or Dynasty. Of course, kasama niya dito si isa ring Batikan na professor, isa ring Batikan na expert, si Liloy Claudio. Yan, Liloy Claudio actually. Magaling din, no? Magaling din mag-analyze, isa ring nasasabi nating political analyst. Pero syempre, makikita niyo yung kanilang pagiging fanboy kay Senator Raffy Tulfo on this particular vlog. Ika nga. This was this year only. It was around June. So yeah, let's see. Let's go ahead and let's play this one.
Santiago, if you can find that, tatawa ka na tatawa. Kasi
bro, yung kay Cesar.
By the way, this was already featured by Teacher Mark before, no? So Teacher Mark reacts. Yeah, na-feature na rin dati to. But you know, magandang ibigay ito na context or intro dito sa ating review today, no? Doon sa ginawang PR interview ni Richard Heydarian kay Senator Raffy Tulfo. And of course, wanna say hi to Jeanette. How you doing? Daddy Ern, hello there. Okay lang, sanay na ako. Sorry, Louie. Tatlo kasi kayo no? Na si, the buddy number 1 is si Rex, no? Si Addictus Rex. You are buddy number 2. And of course, si Ben Tumbling, if you're here, listening, bro. Buddy number 3. Good morning to you, Daddy Ern. All right, so let's continue this video. They're basically talking about, itong part ng video na to, pinag-uusapan nila yung isa sa mga popular or one of the parang naging most entertaining, most watched video or issue that time, no, sa Philippine television, which is yun nga nagkaroon ng issue with T3 or namely Ben Erwin and Raffy Tulfo against Raymond Santiago. Kasi alam naman natin yung nangyari doon sa Cebu Pacific na nagkaroon ng pag-aaway between their of course yung pinapanandaan nilang brother, which is Mon Tulfo, against the group of Raymond Santiago. So let's continue this one.
Montano,
tinawag ni Raffy Tulfo.
Cesar tsaka kapatid niya. Naalala mo yan, yung Cesar Montano naman yung kaawayatan nila or something. I hope I'm getting it right. Cesar
Pero
Montano.
yung Raymart Santiago, tinawag ni Idol si Raymart na ikaw ha, mag-ingat ka, Raymart Barreto ha. Baka yung puwit mo, nasa mukha mo na pagkatapos mo makasama.
Oh, sure.
Ayan, so very typical of Senator Raffy Tulfo at the time, especially. Talaga mahilig silang magbanta, etc. Especially sa mga kaaway nila, sa mga kalaban nila. So very typical, highly typical of them, no? Hindi lang naman si Senator Raffy Tulfo but also with other na mga kapatid niya. Pag may mga kinikriticize sila na parte ng gobyerno, of course mahilig talaga silang gumamit ng mga ganitong salita, ika nga, no? So this is one example by Liloy Claudio when of course binanatan ni Senator Raffy Tulfo si Raymond Santiago din, no? With those words.
Oh, wala na. Suspended.
Na-suspend sila doon. So anyway, both would get suspended naman pero mas madalas masuspend si Digong. So of course, that begs the question, anong karapatan ni Raffy? Hindi siya elected mayor, hindi siya abogado.
Yeah, that's a good question by Liloy Claudio, of course. Ano bang karapatan ni broadcaster din, Senator Raffy Tulfo now, na gumawa ng ganito, no? Yung mag-provide ng mga ganitong parte ng public service, allegedly. Hindi naman siya abogado, hindi naman siya tapos na abogasya, hindi naman siya public official. So, good question by Liloy. And of course, he will furtherly explain kung ano yung ibig sabihin or ano yung dapat isagot on that particular question. All right? So, let's go.
And, dalawa yung sagot ni Raffy dyan. Una, sabi niya, tinanong ko sa kanya, Sir Idol, meron po ba kayong, legal training to do this? Kasi sometimes you're para kang judge, nag-arbitrate ka, may complaint yung citizen,
Yeah, even the fanboy, no? Even si Professor, I mean, again, we respect Liloy Claudio is one of the experts in this field as well as Professor Richard Heydarian. Pero namalabas talaga dito na sila ay fan ni Senator Raffy Tulfo. Kasi nga, no, of course, that question is actually pertaining to ano yung mga ginagawa, no, ng isang Raffy Tulfo sa kanyang program, Wanted sa Radyo RTIA, which tinatanungan ni Liloy, no? By the way, the interview na sinasabi ni Liloy with T3 was years back prior to this vlog, no? Kumbaga, sinishare na ni Liloy Claudio yung kanyang na-experience during the interview with T3 o yung sa magkakapatid. So this was years back. So you will know then and then, no, na base sa sagot na sinabi ni Liloy Claudio, no, na ito yung tipo ng mindset ng isang Senator Raffy Tulfo. So let's continue.
May defense yung police based on kind of like yung legal defense ba ng police. Ang sasabihin niya, unang-una, I've been doing this for years, for decades. After
Ayan, that's a very interesting answer. Now, ito daw yung sagot ni Senator Raffy Tulfo. Then, still a broadcaster. Nung tinanong siya na ano bang ano bang karapatan mo na ganito, na parang hindi ka naman public official, hindi ka naman lawyer, and at the same time ang ginagawa mo ay parang ikaw ay arbitration or arbitrary yung platform mo wherein ikaw yung judge and yung netizens yung tinatawag nating mga kasama sa mga jury, ika nga, kasama sa mga nagde-decide. So ano bang parang karapatan mo para gawin yon? So tinanong nga siya ni Liloy Claudio. And of course, no, interesting ang sagot na ni Liloy Claudio. And sabi ni Liloy, balikan natin ng konti. Yan, may interesting na siya sinabi dito. But before we do that, wanna say hi to No Nonsense. Don't forget to like and subs, mga kapapared. Alright, so let's continue this one. Balikan natin ng konti.
after a while, alam ko na yung mga local ordinance. Parang meron akong graph.
Cesar Montano naman yung kawayatan nila or something. I hope I'm getting it right.
Alam,
Cesar
pero
Montano.
yung Raymart Santiago, tinawag ni Idol si Raymart na ikaw ha, mag-ingat ka, Raymart Barreto ha. Baka yung puwit mo, nasa mukha mo na pagkatapos mo makasama.
Oh, shoot! Oh, wala na. Suspended.
Na-suspend sila doon. So anyway, both would get suspended naman, pero mas madalas masuspend si Digong. So of course, that begs the
Well, na-mention dito, kasi kung babalikan na ng konti yung interview nito, no, parang kinukumpara kasi ni Liloy Claudio yung public service na ginagawa ni, yung style, no, nung style na pakikipag-usap or atake ng ika nga ng public service ni Senator Raffy Tulfo, broadcaster din. Parang merong similarity or parang kinopya yung style ni Digong, yung gikan sa masa niya do sa Davao before, no, nung mayor pa siya. Although sabi nga ni Liloy, ang difference is that former President PRRD is a lawyer and naging executive siya ng isang city for a long time. Yun ang difference, no, sabi nga ni Liloy. In fairness, kino-compare niya, no? And that's why napunta rito sa ganitong statement or comparison, ika nga, di ba? So, yeah, let's continue. What Professor Liloy had to say?
question, ano yung karapatan ni Raffy? Hindi siya elected mayor.
Again, ano bang karapatan niya? Hindi naman siya abogado, hindi naman siya elected official, public official, mayor for that matter. Alright, sorry.
Attorney si Digong, etong mga to hindi. Pangalawa, they would say, etong nangyari, and this is where it gets interesting. Probably these are supporters more of Sara than Tatay.
Okay, medyo mali skip natin, but yeah.
Richard are now. Yeah. No, I mean, let's be honest. I had a lot of reservations.
Na report, for example, si Digong na nagda-drive ng taxi. In a way, there's no blurring of duties in the Duterte show. So na narinig sa show na tinatawag.
So
he has an
Vico has a good relationship with Tulfos. Oh, okay.
Yeah. He has an excellent Mayor Vico has an excellent relationship with Idol Raffy. Just go on YouTube, Raffy Tulfo, Mayor Vico. At lagi silang partner pag may complaint. So
okay. Sorry, nagkamali tayo ng pindot na.
Yeah, he's actually also reinforcing or helping good governance examples in that sense. And there are times that he also sides with Risa or he sides with, where the country should be on many issues. Now, what do you say on that? Or you would say, no, actually, it's not a variation of theme. It's something very different. I mean, if there's some big difference between Duterte and Tulfos, what is it? I mean, I think you already said there's no extrajudicial. With
no extrajudicial killing. Nung nagsimula, of course, may mandato si Digong, yung Tulfos walang mandato.
Ayan. So, sabi nga doon, the difference, may mandato, walang mandato. Although, na-mention nga ni Professor Richard na may, of course, allegedly, there was some extrajudicial violence there. No? Pero napansin nyo ba may activate windows dito yung ano? Ano ba ito sa wallpaper? Activate windows. Kita nyo ba? Yan, activate windows. I think it's with Professor Richard Heydarian's PC. But yeah, it's not his problem. I think it's Microsoft's.
Diba? But ngayon meron ng mandato si Raffy, so actually it's interesting to look at how he uses that, how that mandate.
Like if he were to be a president in 2028, my sense is he won't do EJKs, right?
He won't do EJKs. I mean, meron naman talagang element ever since that he's a lighter version, he's a nicer version of Duterte.
Ayun. Again, they're comparing the two. Kasi alam naman natin guys na Senator Raffy Tulfo is a supporter of PRRD or Duterte for that matter. And they're comparing and basically it's sort of they're saying that Senator Raffy Tulfo is a lighter version of Duterte. So I think marami din naman DDS or supporters sa PRD ang disagree about this, no? Kasi I can say, based on my observations sa social media and also sa mga pinag-uusapan, mga kwentuhan, marami din namang actually ang DDS ang hindi rin gusto si Senator Raffy Tulfo now. No? Before, yes, no? Kasi remember, halata naman or it's obvious na they're taking their, kumbaga, yung kanilang public service style, you know, yung atake nila sa pagbabatikos, mga kritisismo, patterned after, no, doon sa gikan sa masa, yung program nga ni PRRD before. Yung style ng pagsasalita, yung style ng, pag-criticize, patterned after that patterned after Duterte. Mahalata mo yung similarity, actually. So, ABS-CBN issue, yes, during the time, no, na-feature ko na rin dito sa ating one of the live stream that we had here, yung with Banat Bahinga, no, kung papanoonin niyo, balikan niyo yun, nagkaroon ng backlash dun si, of course, si broadcaster then, Senator Raffy Tulfo, and because of that statement of his, yung kino-compare yung nagbibilang siya ng 10 months and nagbibilang siya ng number of subscribers ng ABS-CBN plus his subscribers, ibabangga daw yun dun sa dun sa 16 million ni former President Duterte about dun sa possible renewal ng franchise ng ABS-CBN once na magpapalit na ng administrasyon. Yun. So nagkaroon siya ng backlash doon. That's why he need to do a statement para hindi masyadong magalit yung mga supporters ni PRRD then. Alright? So let's continue this video.
Right? He's always been a nicer version of Duterte. Another similarity is of course yung connection nila with Mindanao, di ba? The Tulfos are military kids. So umikot-ikot yan ng Pilipinas growing up. And so as a result they speak, ito isa pang advantage, di ba? Si Jojo Abenales always said that the great power of GMA was that she was multilingual in Philippine languages. The Tulfos have that kasi military branch.
Polyglot.
And I think, if I remember correctly, depending on which Tulfo you talk to, iba ang hometown niyan. Kasi they grew up in different places. And because they had so many languages, they actually had secret languages na sila lang yung nagkakaintindihan, ganyan. Because it's a very unique childhood.
Well, I mean, their mom is Japanese. I got to know that when I was talking to Erwin. Like, what? I didn't know that. But actually, it makes sense. Diba? Because the mom daw is super nice. She's the one that's helping people. And ayon kay Erwin, yun yung nag-inspire sa kanya to have this kind of public speech. And then tatay Ilocano background, military. So, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know if they can speak Chabacano and Bisaya at the same time, aside from other.
So at this point, they were just basically again comparing CPRRD with the Tulfos, specifically ito sa kay Senator Raffy Tulfo. But balikan natin again yung kanina, yung pinag-uusapan natin about bakit ganito yung mindset ni Senator Raffy Tulfo, at least from the eyes or from the observation of Professor Liloy Claudio.
Just enable the justice. He connects people.
Okay.
The Idol Raffy has responded to issues of domestic abuse. So anyway, gamay na gamay niya yung rules ng doon.
Okay,
only lawyers can weigh in on. At saka ako, both of us, we don't believe that legal training to do this. Yung Raymart Santiago, tinawag ni Idol.
So yun, again may question si Liloy Claudio. No? Allegedly, based on his interview or interactions with Senator Raffy Tulfo, tinanong na nga, eventually, kung ano ba yung school niya, ano ba yung tinapos niya, or ano ba yung training niya when it comes to law. So let's hear kung anong type of mindset Senator Raffy Tulfo has based on Liloy Claudio's perception of him.
Idol si Raymart na ikaw mag-ingat ka, Raymart Barreto baka yung puwet mo nasa mukha mo na pagkatapos mo makasama.
Oh, shoot! Oh, wala na. Suspended.
Hello, kuching-kuching. Ano nalaman ng Chavacano ni Visayan sa Japanese at Ilocano? Well, na-explain na ni Leloy or Professor Leloy Kuching na multi-language or multilingual itong mga Tulfos, ika nga. Yan. Kasi, ang father nila was an Ilocano daw, and Japanese yung mom nila, and sila, depende kung sinong Tulfo, yung anak na Tulfo, yung tatanungin mo, kasi iba-ibang lugar nga sila nagsilaki, no? So, pero mostly are based on Mindanao, or masasabi natin pinaka-base nila is Mindanao. That's why may Chavacano element there sa sinabi niya. And of course, si Uncle, hello there, good morning, Uncle Freddy Libayan, yan. Sabi ni Spaceman, ngayon ko na nalaman na Ilocano rin pala si SRT. Yes, yung kanilang dad is an Ilocano. Yan, there you go. That's why they're multilingual. And yun nga, parang in a way, again, no, medyo may halong praise, or sabihin na natin may praise, no, yung yung report na ito or yung kwento na ito ni Professor Liloy about the Tulfos. Kasi lumalabas nga itong dalawang to are, let's be frank, fanboys talaga sila ng isang Senator Raffy Tulfo specifically. All right? So sabi ni Ricole, yap, marunong mag-Chabacano si RT. Yeah? Okay. Limol dyan, isa ba sa mga 100 lords yan ni RT? No. Kala ko sabihin mo, dalawa ba sa mga 100? No. These are political experts, no? Politics experts in the Philippines, si Professor Leroy and tawasan namin ni Limble dyan, tsaka si Professor Richard Heydarian. Di namin kilala ang Tulfo sa Zamboanga. Oh, taga Zamboanga ba si Kuching? Chavacano? Taga ano ka ba? Taga Zamboanga ka ba? Pero siguro one of them or two of them was able to live there for a time, no? So that's why siguro marunong sila mag-Chavacano. Yeah. But yeah, let's continue.
Na-suspend sila doon. So anyway, both would get suspended naman, pero mas madalas masuspend si Digong. So of course, that begs the question, anong karapatan ni Raffy? Hindi siya elected mayor, hindi siya abogado.
Again, that begs the question. Sabi nga ni Leroy, hindi naman siya abogado, hindi naman siya elected official. Yeah?
And, dalawa yung sagot ni Raffy dyan. Una, sabi niya, tinanong ko sa kanya, Sir Idol, meron po ba kayong legal training to do this? Kasi sometimes you're para kang judge,
Yan. Kasi importante nga naman tanong yon ni Professor Leroy, meron po ba kayong legal training about this? Kasi nga, you are acting as arbitration court, arbitrary court. Kayo ay maaktong judge for some of these cases. Yeah?
Arbitrate ka, may complaint yung citizen, may defense yung police based on kind of like yung legal defense ba ng police. Ang sasabihin niya, unang-una, I've been doing this for years, for decades.
Okay, very interesting yung sagot, no? Again, yung interview na yun ni Professor Leroy kay Raffy Tulfo was years back. No, although this vlog is only this year, pero that interview was years back, no? It was mentioned that during T3 or after probably T3. So matagal ng panahon to. So masasabi nyo guys na noon pa lang, ganito na mag-isip yung isang Raffy Tulfo pagdating sa mga ganitong sitwasyon. Alright? Yan. So, again, base na naman sa experience, I've been doing this for years and decades. When he was asked, apparently, or allegedly, when he was asked by Professor Leroy kung meron po ba kayong legal training about this or to handle these matters. Alright? Again, yung sagot ni Senator Raffy Tulfo ay parang I don't need to have a legal training because I've been doing this for years. I've been doing this for decades. Let's continue.
After a while, alam ko na yung mga local ordinance. Parang meron akong grasp of it. So after a while, doing that so-called public service, meron daw siyang idea, meron na siyang alam about local ordinances as well as meron na siyang grasp of these laws. Ika nga. Alright? So merong element of on-the-job training dyan. At saka ako, both of us, we don't believe that experts, this is what...
Ayan, of course, no? To fit the narrative. Galing din ni Professor Leroy, no? But malinaw, no? Malinaw yung sagot daw. According to his interview, according to his accounts, sinabi ni Leroy daw na, parang element of on-the-job training to eh. Itong ginagawa ko sa public service daw, sabi daw ni Senator Raffy Tulfo din, di ba? So, to fit the narrative, ito yung biglang sinabi ni Professor Leroy.
Alam ko na yung mga local ordinance, parang meron akong grasp of it. So merong element of on the job training dyan. At saka ako, both of us, we don't believe that experts, this is one of the themes of our show, di ba? Hindi lang naman experts yung may karapatang mag-weigh in on things.
Ayan, okay. Galing, no? To fit the narrative. Tayong dalawa, ikaw, Richard, and me, Leroy. Tayong dalawa naniniwala, and this is the purpose of our show, na hindi lang naman experts, no? Ang mayroong monopoly towards these types of information, ika nga, or these types of service, no? Kasi nga tayo ay advocate na wag i-monopolize yung information. Ulitin natin, no? Napakagandang segue, ika nga.
Alam ko na yung mga local ordinance, parang meron akong grasp of it. So merong element of on the job training dyan. At saka ako, both of us, we don't believe that experts, this is one of the themes of our show, di ba? Hindi lang naman experts yung may karapatang mag-weigh in on things. If you study it, and if you study it well, you can...
Yan. So again, pero may condition siya. Hindi na naman experts na ang may karapatang mag-weigh ng things, may karapatang magbigay ng opinion on this. But if you study it hard enough or long enough, maybe, just maybe,
can weigh in on things, diba? So let's not get
that's
into
how our show started, right?
Yeah.
Questioning some people claiming monopoly.
Yeah.
Yan. So claiming monopoly about certain things na pwedeng pagdesisyonan, bigyan ng opinion, etc. Which is also true, no? Totoo naman. Pero again, may condition si Liloy, si Professor Liloy about this. But only if you study it hard or long enough. So the question though is, itong mga senador ba natin ay masasabi natin, itong mga lawmaker ba natin ay masasabi natin they study it hard enough and long enough pagdating dito for them to weigh things. Specifically, our topic for today, no? Talaga ba? Talaga lang ba? So let's continue.
So let's not get into this habit of saying only lawyers can weigh in on legal issues. I think, what Rafi has shown us is that you can actually learn the law. Lalo
O yan, kita nyo na, guys, no? So, pwede na pala, guys, no? Pwede na pala, no? Hindi lang pala abogado ang pwede mag-weigh ng matters, magbigay ng opinions when it comes to laws and legal matters. Basta pinag-aralan mo maigi and you study it long enough, pwede na rin pala, no? Same network sila ng RTIA. Well, this is a independent vlog na ni Richard. I think during this time hindi pa siya Channel 5 eh. Ngayon lang siya nag Channel 5 in all fairness of Richard Heydarian. Although nagigas na siya doon before, pero now recently nagkaroon na siya ng show with News 5 or Channel 5. So parehas na ng network. Yeah. Yan, sabi ni Spaceman, perfect defect, nag-thumbs up pa si Professor Heydarian. May point din naman si Liloy, in all fairness. Pero syempre, again, the condition is if you study it long and hard enough. If you study it hard and long enough. Masasabi ba natin ganun ang case, no? With this senator now? So let's see.
Hindi naman ito Supreme Court level law eh.
Yeah.
Ang alam ni Rafi.
Yeah, well, it's not Supreme Court level law, but according to the Tulfo fanatics, this is higher than seemingly. Although di na sinabi direkta, pero lumalabas parang this is the last resort. Last recourse. So parang lumalabas mas mataas pa sa no? Mas mataas pa sa Supreme Court. So let's see.
Is yung everyday law, yung proseso ng police, di ba?
Yeah, yung fiscal,
yung rules ng DOLE. Gamay na gamay niya yung rules ng DOLE kasi
gamay na gamay niya ang rules ng DOLE. Could we really say that's by the book or everything on DOLE? Masasabi ba natin ngayon sa ating obserbasyon na gamay ni Senator Raffy Tulfo yung mga yon, especially DOLE? I think for me, hindi pa rin eh, no? Kasi may mga, like yung, for example, yung kagabi, no? Yung kahapon, or kanina rather, na content ni Marines Sakalam about do sa TESDA. Seemingly, mahalata mo na ano eh. Kasi ang pinapagalitan or yung krinikriticize ni Senator Raffy Tulfo is TESDA, where in fact, yung concern about minimum wage, no? Or yung concerns about pasweldo, kung tama ba yung pinapasweldohan ba ng tamang panahon, ng nasa eksaktong ikang regulasyon. Pinapagalitan niya was test day, no? Di ba dapat dole yung tinatanong tungkol doon? Di ba? So apparently, parang hindi. By the book, parang hindi. Siguro he knows some of it, or he's an expert on some of it kasi nga madalas hinahandle niya mga cases about labor, pero not everything on the book lumalabas, di ba? Sabi ni Spaceman, even with Prof. Heydarian's interview with Attorney Libayan, may bias siya kay SRT. Yeah, we can observe that too. Yeah, na-observe naman natin during that interview. And sabi ni Kuching, siya yung may, yes na ba, mali kayo mga prof. Yun nga eh. Sabi ni Perfect Defect, everybody can give opinions but not as professionals. Yes. Lagi ko na sinasabi, no? Lahat naman tayo may karapatan mag-opinion, pero everyone is not entitled to their opinion kung wala silang alam about sa particular issue, wala silang research, wala silang knowledge about sa pinag-uusapan. Then it's all about just blah blah blah. Diba? Ika nga. Pero syempre, again, iba yung expert opinion, ika nga, iba yung academic opinion, iba yung professional opinion as compared to, just an opinion. Right? Of course, lahat naman tayo pwede magpahayag ng ating opinion. Di ba? Yan. So, sabi ni Brad Pitt, late na ako. Hello, Reg. How you doing? Of course, Brad Pitt, no problem. It's fine. How are you doing? Good afternoon to you. Sabi ni, Apoluna. Hello there. Alodi. Yan. Good day. Good day to you. At sa lahat, gamay na yung idol, yung Grants. Yan. Apoluna, how you doing? Good day to you. And maganda yung content mo nung nakaraan. But yeah, let's continue this.
Ang daming labor complaints yan. Laws about domestic violence. Ako, kasi ang daming, marami ng battered women. The other thing I really like about Wanted sa radyo, daming battered women na lumalapit sa kanya, pinagtatanggol na yun. So, a lot of the...
Definitely not toxic masculinity there, more than protective masculinity.
Right? Macho pa rin, because there's this idea of this shit.
Okay. All right. So, let's cut this interview na. Okay na to. Binibigyan na natin ng konting context yung main topic natin today when it comes to Senator Tulfo's brand of justice in the Senate, a peer interview by Richard Heydarian. All right. So, nakita nyo na guys, no? Yung mindset, according to Liloy, of course, yung mindset ni Senator Raffy Tulfo dati pa when it comes to handling or doing public service. It doesn't need to continue or finish law. Hindi na kailangan magtapos ng law degree or hindi na kailangan maging lawyer. And they agree also na hindi ka naman kailangan maging lawyer to weigh these things o magkaroon ng mga decisions sa mga ganitong pangyayari kasi nga hindi naman monopolize yung knowledge, ika nga, no? So kailangan mo lang talagang pag-aralan maigi, and again the term was if only you have studied long enough or hard enough to weigh on these things. Ika nga. Kasi nga, again, ang issue kasi dyan, dun sa palabas na Wanted sa radyo o RTI lumalabas, siya nga yung arbitrator dun sa mga cases na hinahandle niya. And of course, yung netizens are kind of the jury dun sa mga pangyayari. Kasi tinatanong yung mga netizens, di ba? Ano sa tingin niyo guys? Ano tingin niyo mga netizen? Ano ba dapat yung gawin natin dito sa case na to? So lumalabas jury yung mga netizens. No? Ayan. So yun, good day daw kay Apoluna. Yan, sabi ni Perfect Defect. And good day to you, Perfect Defect. Also, sabi ni Idol, Lodi, Apoluna. So, in addition to this, no, remember, prior to Senator RT, no, na maging senator ng Iga nga, meron naging article sa kanya nung pag-file niya ng candidacy dito sa ating COMELEC, no? So merong article na lumabas sa kanya. And ipakita ko rin 'to muna before we continue with the interview, no? Yung PR interview yung friendly interview ni Richard Heydarian kay Senator Raffy Tulfo. I just want to show you this kasi again, it's always important to give context or background before we, on the main topic, rather. Alright, so basahin natin to. Ito yan. Ito ay isang article na sinulat ni Rambo, Talabong of Rappler. Si Rambo ngayon is no longer connected with Rappler, I think, kasi nag-solo na siya. Nagkaroon na siya ng sariling YouTube channel. He's also now doing this, parang nag-solo siya as a vlogger. Pero I'm not sure though. May nabanggit lang kasi or may nakita lang akong news before or na about that. Pero you could like correct me if I'm wrong. No? Pero ito yung article na yun nung time na file nga ng candidacy si Senator Raffy Tulfo. Yan. Again, the same theme, no? This was 2021, October. Same theme. Yung title nung interview ni Richard Heydarian kay Senator Raffy Tulfo recently, ito rin yung title nung halos nung ginamit ni Rambo Talabong. No? Raffy wants to bring Tulfo's brand of justice to the Senate or to Senate. Ang difference lang is, yun nga, nanalo siya. So, ang nangyari, Senator Tulfo's brand of justice in the Senate na. Dito once pa lang, mayroong natupad na nga yung pangarap na maging senador. So, ayan, past tense na nga to, ika nga. So, sabi dito, Raffy Tulfo, or Raffy wants to bring Tulfo brand of justice to Senate. Very interesting article by Rambo Talabong. Sabi niya rito, popular broadcaster Raffy Tulfo seeks to bring the Senate the brand of justice that has propelled the Tulfo brothers to national fame. Speaking at the Commission on Elections, temporary base in Pasay on Saturday, October 2nd, 2021, Tulfo said he wants to push for laws so that he could do more for Filipinos or do more for poor Filipinos who are easily abused. All right, quote and unquote, or quote rather, I always notice in any kind of fight that the poor Filipinos are always left helpless and their rights are easily abused, unquote, said Tulfo, host of the widely popular Raffy Tulfo in Action program on TV5 and YouTube. All right, we always hear them saying, quote, yan, hindi patas ang batas, the law is not fair, Tulfo added, yan, and Tulfo added, and the next part of the article says, quoting former President Ramon Magsaysay, Tulfo said, he who has less in life should have more in law. Sounds familiar, no? Diba? Sounds familiar. Parang ginamit to ni Senator Raffy Tulfo, ni Idol, sa isa sa mga kanyang privilege speech or one of the hearings, no? He who has less in life should have more in law. So very consistent. In fairness, very consistent, no? Pero of course, kung ito rin titindigan mo, medyo kulang. This is a generic statement actually. This is a borrowed statement from Ramon Magsaysay. And not criticizing the former president, Ramon Magsaysay, no? Pero nung sinabi kasi ni Ramon Magsaysay ito, it was during an election period or campaign period, no? So again, balik tayo sa isa sa mga advocacy ng channel na to, no? Again, politics is all about interests, no? So lahat na lang pwedeng gawin ng isang politiko para siya ay mailuklok sa pwesto, gagawin niya. Even using the poor. All right? Even you saying these words, no? So very generic, no? Although syempre, maganda talaga magandang quotation to. Kung susunod mo, very ideal. Napakaganda. Pero tingnan natin kung kailan to sinabi, 'di ba? It was during a campaign period. So medyo kulang ika nga, no? Kung general statement lang yung babasihan mo nito, I think it will not be enough. All right? He who has less in life should have more in law. Ayan. So, sabi ni Uncle Freddy, hindi lang si Raffy ang gumagawa ng ganyang strategy, kundi lahat sila magkakapatid. Diba? That's true. No? Kasi nga, sabi dito nga sa, diba, sa article, the Tulfos, specifically yung si Mon, si Ben, si Erwin, and of course, si Senator Raffy, exaggerated yung word na poor. Yeah, lagi na nagagamit yung poor. Paano naman yung mga middle class, lower income middle class? Paano naman yung tayo? Kasi nga yan patok na patok talaga yan sa mga botante. Once na ginamit mo na yung salitang, kayong mahihirap, kayong mga pobreng mamamayan, kayong mga nasa laylayan. Pero Meron dating ano diyan merong isang parte ng Tondo na medyo nainis na, no? Hanapin ko lang one of these days. Pero merong isang parte doon sa Tondo na nainis na sa ganong statement Na parang lumalabas ba't masyado nyo kaming minamaliit? Ba't masyado nyo kaming minamaliit? Ba't masyadong ine-emphasize na kami ay mahirap? Yan. Hanapin ko lang yung ano na yon, yung pangyayari yun. This was during the 2022 campaign period, presidential specifically. Kasi parang yung isang partido ay dadalaw sana doon sa isang parte ng Tondo and nakalagay doon sa banner or doon sa poster or doon sa tarpaulin is that yung mga nasa laylayan. There was a statement there na para sa mga laylayan ng lipunan, para sa inyong mga nasa laylayan ng lipunan. So syempre medyo nasaktan na yung mga tao doon. Parang tipong bakit palagi yung ginagamit yung ano namin, yung estado namin sa buhay. Kayong mga politiko, di ba? So, yes, overused. Sama-sabi ni Kapzura, masyado nang ginagamit, exaggerated na yung word na poor, no? And sabi ni Kapzura, daming biyanan. In-laws. More in-law or more in-laws? Wow. Very bold statements from our commenters here. Okay. Ayan, dito ako medyo na ng konti. Medyo na bahala, no? Kasi sabi niya, Tulfo wants to be the broker rather. Broker. Is broker synonymous to fixer? Ayan. According to this article, Rambo defined Tulfo justice in action. Sabi ni Rambo, Rafi is most known for his vigilante journalism, where he invites aggrieved Filipinos to his studio. Then his team calls the subjects of the guests' complaints to his program. Problems range from romantic spats, sexual allegations, online scams, and alleged government abuse. Sounds family, no? Yeah. Problems range from romantic spats, sexual allegations, online scams, and alleged government abuse. No? Very flexible pala si Idol Rafi Tulfo. No, talagang in-emphasize ni no? Ni Rambo Talabog, no? Na problems range from romantic spats, sexual allegations. Tingnan natin yung channel. Tingnan nyo guys, no, yung channel ng RTIA. Kung ano yung pinakamalalakas yung views. Ito ba ay romantic spats, sexual allegations, online scams, and alleged government abuse? So, tingin nyo, ano dito yung talagang malakas humatak ng views sa mga to? Discriminative statement? Yeah. That's why yung mga tao doon sa community na yon na pinadala ng tarpaulin na para allegedly itong partido na to ay sana ay magkakaroon ng parang campaign, no? O magkakaroon ng program, no? Binash sila ng mga tao doon kasi lagi nyo kami ginagamit 'Di ba? Lagi nilang mahirap yung ginagamit ninyo, no? Kami naman ay may ginagawang paraan para umangat ang aming estado sa buhay. Pero why do you politicians always need to use us, sabi ng mga tao na nandun. So, hindi na tuloy yung yung campaign. Kasi nga, binash sila ng mga tao dun They were criticized for parang emphasizing na itong ating campaign ay para sa mga taong nasa laylayan ng lipunan. Sabi ni Reindeer, yan, kuha mo. All of the above. And sabi ni Spaceman, yung may lollipop, patok na patok. O, di ba? So, sexual allegations, no? Or kind of romantic spats, no? Malaswang clickbait. So, tama-tama yung article na sinabi ni Rambo Talabong. So, let's continue. Yan. And Rafi is the mediator. Ito, very important. Remember, sabi ni Professor Liloy, yan, yung kanina, di ba? Rafi is the mediator and the judge of his court, with the broadcaster and his millions of followers as jury. Yan, take note of that, guys. Rafi is the mediator and the judge of his court, with the broadcaster and his millions of followers as jury. I think this summarizes the brand of justice, no? Na pinagmamalaki ng ating butihing senador. 'Di ba? All right. Our pamilya or viral video, more views. Yeah. Romantic spats, sexual allegations. Uh, pasok na pasok dan. Sabi ni Uncle, hindi na natuto kay Era para sa mahirap at hanggang ngayon ay ginagamit pa rin ang mahihirap. Dinitagan pa lang ng pobre, dukha card. Nagpalit lang ng mukha ng gumagamit. Kumbaga, same old story, no? Different faces. God bless Philippines, sabi ni Uncle. Sabi ni Perfect Defect, Tondo is a place of royalties noong unang panahon. Yes, it's one of the, di ba? Nung sa history natin. Ano kasi yan, tabi ng dagat or daanan ng trade yung lugar na yan. So it's considered royalty, no? Di ba? Title pa lang pang Viva Max. Loki. Loki Viva Max. Yan, nakaka-bother, no? No? This one bothers me. Again, may sinabi si Rambo Talabong kanina, vigilante journalism. All right? As well as Rafi is a mediator of judge of his court with a broadcaster and his millions of followers as jury. O, di ba? Kaya nga tinanong kanina ni Liloy, no? Si Senator Rafi Tulfo, broadcaster din, some years ago. Wala pa ba kayong law training or legal training to do this? Kasi nga kayo ay nag-act as the arbitrator pagdating dito. But ano sagot ni Senator Rafi Tulfo? According to Liloy, sabi niya, I have years of experience. I have decades of experience. So alam ko na yan. In a nutshell, that's what he said to Liloy during that interview. Di ba? Yung mga complainants sa RTI is parang nagkaroon ng e-book. Para mga tabloid reporters, no? Yung mga sumulat ng mga title do sa videos nila. Siyempre nga naman, to attract attention. Diba? Style naman talaga nila yan. But yeah, let's continue sa article na to. Sabi, this practice of Rafi Tulfo and his brothers has become so popular that Filipinos have come up with a phrase, ipapatulfo kita. We'll have you on Tulfo to warn people who they believe had wronged them. Yan. Ito yung problema na to. Hindi na to problema ni Senator Rafi Tulfo or the Tulfo brothers. I think problema na natin to. Problema natin to mga Pilipino. Tayo ang kumbaga, ika nga, ito mang kilik do sa program. Tayo ang nagpasikat. No? Kaya, ang nangyari, the phrase, pag may problema ngayon sa pamilya, pag may problema sa barangay, pag may problema sa iba't ibang ahensya ng gobyerno, lagi sinasabi o lagi pinantatakot, ipapatulfo kita. And sino mabiblame dito? Every one of us. Hindi lang naman sila. No? Sila yung nag-present, sila yung tumangkilik. So it's a two-way street. No? Kasalanan din natin mga Pilipino yan kung bakit nagkaroon ng ganitong mindset, no? Yung karamihan na Pilipino. It's also our fault, no? Partly because of this. Di ba? So, sabi ni Reindeer, yung mga complainant, okay. Yo, Dada Earn, welcome back. And sabi ni Rambo pa, the Tulfo brothers have been criticized for their programs, but they remain popular as many Filipinos lose hope in the country's broken justice system. Wala namang justice system na 100% or perfect, no? In any other states, even the Western states, even the Western countries, of course, may hindi perfect yung justice system. All right? It just so happened, no, na dito sa Pilipinas or dito sa atin, may mga tao seemingly na, nawawalan ng pag-asa pagdating sa ating justice system kasi nga simply because hindi nila alam yung proseso, hindi nila alam yung gagawin. For example, they were involved in such cases. Hindi natin naiisip or hindi naisip ng karamihan kung ano ba yung dapat na steps na gawin. I think one of them is education or yung tamang impormasyon kung ano yung dapat gawin. In fact, bago ka nga pumunta sa barangay, for example, may complain ka, meron pang di ba? Kung nakatira kayo sa mga subdivision or villages, di ba meron pang homeowners association. Di ba pag may problema yung mga kapitbahay, yung magkakapitbahay, di ba hindi naman kagad dumidiretso sa barangay, di ba? Meron pang homeowners association na pwede mag-mediate in case there's a problem. Yeah? 'di ba? Kasi I think generally naman sa atin o marami naman sa atin ayaw naman natin ng yung issue natin privately. Ayaw naman nating ma-broadcast, 'di ba? Mas gusto natin silang ma-settle amicably or ma-settle na maayos nang hindi nagkakaroon ng iskandalo, ika nga, no? So kung titingnan niyo sa mga subdivision, sa mga villages, meron ding say, no? Meron ding pwedeng mag-mediate yung homeowners association. Diba? That's why this is a kumbaga recognized association sa isang village kasi pwede yung sila lapitan in these cases bago pa man pumunta ng barangay. And of course, kapag hindi na kaya ng homeowners, that's a time na pwedeng magpadala ng referral or pwedeng i-endorse ng homeowners association yung case doon sa barangay. 'Di ba? And doon sila mag-uusap, yung partido na nagreklamo tsaka yung partido na nireklamo, pwede doon sila mag-uusap if talagang hindi maayos ng barangay or ng homeowners association. So I think isa sa mga ito ay yun nga yung edukasyon, yung impormasyon, yung tamang impormasyon para sa ating mga kababayan. Kung ano yung dapat gawin in case or just in case na sila ay ma-involve sa mga ganitong sitwasyon. 'Di ba? Yan. So yan, sabi ni Christina, hello, yan, hello to you. Marites kasi mga Filipino. Well, yeah, siguro. Totoo naman yan. Tayo ay mahilig sa chismis. Pero as much as possible, di ba, kung tayo naman ay involved sa sarili nating mga ganitong sitwasyon or ganitong cases, ayaw din naman nating ma-broadcast, di ba? Ayaw naman nating i-share sa public. O ayaw natin mag-skandalo sa public yung ganito. Kasi nakakaya yung mga ganyan, di ba? Kunyari, may kaaway ka na kapitbahay, 'di ba? Ang pinag-aaway na naman ninyo ay nung birthday ng kanyang anak, hindi kayo invite. Wala no, naging naging hostile ka sa kanya. Kung titingnan niyo, ito naman ang pinag-awayan ninyo, napakababaw. Pero dahil doon ay hindi na kayo bate. Yung mga ganun ba, kailangan bang i-broadcast? 'Di ba? Syempre hindi, 'di ba? Yon, sabi dito, the Tulfo brothers have been criticized for their programs, yun nga, but they remain popular as many Filipinos lose hope in the country's broken justice system. In 2019, if you remember this, no, one of these days, i-feature din natin to, netizens and teachers condemned Rafi for bullying a public school teacher on his program and urged Filipinos not to allow what a group of teachers called Tulfo's quack justice to prevail. Yun, tawag ng mga group of teachers dito kay Rafi o yung ginagawa niya is Tulfo's quack justice to prevail. Ibig sabihin fake justice. Ika nga, no? And then during that particular program, Tulfo had threatened the teacher with child abuse charges if she did not resign and give up her teaching license for supposedly humiliating a student. The teacher had ordered the student to sit outside the classroom for one period for failing to bring his report card. Ayan. Diba? Sige, pag-uusapan natin ito sa mga susunod na mga live natin. Pero just to give you a background on this. Kasi nga meron namang PRC. Ano bang humawak sa teachers? PRC, no? PRC din ba? Yeah, PRC. May professional regulating or professional regulatory commission ng Pilipino sa mga ganitong licensed professionals like a teacher. Bakit papapiliin mo yung teacher na mag-resign ka na lang o patanggal mo yung license mo or ikakasuhan ka namin? Diba? Papipiliin mo yung tao na pinaghirapan yung license niya na makuha. Diba? Pinag-aralan niya yan for so many years, pinag-examan niya yan, ipinasan niya yan, tapos sasabihan mo lang na, pa-revoke mo yung license mo or else kakasuhan ka namin. Diba? Papipiliin ka ba naman ng ganun? Siyempre, pag na-put ka sa on stand, no? Pag na-put ka dun sa ganung sitwasyon, syempre talagang mararatel ka. 'Di ba? That's why nagkaroon ng backlash yung episode na to. Right? And sabi nga dito, his parents and grandmother sought Tulfo's help, and the mother, when asked what punishment she wanted for the teacher, had told Tulfo that she wanted the teacher to lose her license. So, 'di ba? Sa regular court naman, hindi naman palibhasa na ito ay ito yung gusto mangyari ng isang complainant. Hindi naman yun ang masusunod, 'di ba? On a regular setting or a regular hearing or regular legal case, ang masusunod syempre kung ano yung nakasulat sa batas. 'Di ba? And it will be determined by the judge. Kung ano yung karampatang parusa. Halimbawa, kung nakitaan man ng probable cause or krimen yung sa pangyayaring yon, 'di ba? Ang judge ang magde-decide, no? Kung anong i-apply o kung anong uri ng parusa ang dapat ibigay sa isang tao. 'Di ba? So just imagine, no, unang pag-uusap pa lang nito ng teacher doon sa programa, itinawagan, tapos, 'di ba? Revoke agad yung license. Wow. um, 'Di ba? And sino yung nag-decide or sino nagsabi na ito ay abuse? 'Di ba? Sino magde-decide? Of course, no? In our laws, judge lang ang makakapagsabi na kung nagkaroon ng abuse. Hindi ang isang tao. Or hindi ang netizen for that matter. 'Di ba? So, yan, aga-aga na high blood na tayo dito. Sabi ni Perfect Defect, karamihan din kasi ng noontime variety channels mayroong element ng poverty porn kaya nabibrainwash yung karamihan na umasa sa ayuda. That is also true. Sabi ni Kapzura, ninong na nagtago sa inaanak. Hanap buhay yung mga teacher. Pinaghirapan ng teacher ang ilang taon sa college at licensure. That's true, di ba? Pinaghirapan yun nung kumbaga niya yun kabuhayan niya yun Di ba? For a simple disciplinary action, pinatayo lang dun or pinaupo actually, no? The teacher had ordered the student to sit outside the classroom for 1 period, meaning sa isang subject, no? Tama ba? Yung si 1 period is 1 subject, di ba? So, napaka-simple na disciplinary action. Parang magtuturo lang ng values yung teacher na sa susunod, kapag binigyan ka ng instruction like this, nadali mo yung report card mo on this particular day, particular hour, hindi ka sumunod, kung binigyan ka naman ng disciplinary action, napakagaan, pinuupo ka naman sa labas ng classroom. Mabigat ba yun? And again, sino yung magde-decide na ito ay abuse? Hindi ko yata matanggap na isang tao lang or yung tao ay magtatanong sa netizens o magtatanong sa comment section na ano gusto yung parusa, no? Tingin ba nagkaroon na abuse? Para bumalik tayo sa panahon ng panahon ng West. Na yung mga tao yung pinag-decide. This time, tatanungin mo yung netizen. Hindi mo nga alam yung mga netizen kung ilan dyan yung nasa tamang edad. Hindi mo alam kung ano yung mga qualifications niyan. Hindi mo alam kung yung mga yan ay troll account. Mga walang mukha, ika nga. Tapos pag decide din mo kung may abuse or wala. That's a problem, no? Problema yon, dude. Yeah, may problema tayo dun. Yan, totoo yan, sabi ni Kapzura. Alright? So, yun. Let's continue the article. Okay, anong time na to, yan, during the filing of candidacy si Comelec, ano pa lang siya, 21.7 million pa lang yung subscribers ng Rafi Tulfo in Action. Ngayon yata 27 something 27 or 26. And Tulfo topped the Pulse Asia September 2021 survey among potential senatorial contenders with a voter preference of 55% if elections were held during the voting period. Tulfo was ahead of longtime politicians including former senators Alan Peter Cayetano, Chis Escudero, and Lauren Legarda. Ayan. Okay. All right. So, of course, he ended up number 3 dun sa overall votes pagkatapos ng election, di ba? So yan, no? So, balik tayo, puntahan natin interview. Kasi nga, gusto na natin bigyan ng context yung mindset ng isang Rafi Tulfo according to the accounts of those people that he interacted with or he had an interview with, as well as yung ika nga ay yung sinasabing ano bang brand of justice according to the reports. Particularly to this one of the reports is galing nga kay Rappler, written by Rambo Talabong. Okay, so puntahan natin yung interview. Yan. Of course, this is an interview recently. This was conducted by Professor Richard Heydarian, and ito ay sa 1PH or Channel 5. All right, so let's go. I also would like you guys to pay attention to the intro ni Professor Richard Heydarian kasi very interesting yung introduction niya rito. So, let's go here.
When it comes to foreign policy, the president of the Republic of the Philippines is the chief architect. No question about that. That is in our constitution. But other branches of the state, co-equal branches of the state, like the Senate, also have a thing or two to say. In fact, treaties have to be ratified by the Senate of the Philippines in order for them to be final and binding.
All right, there you go. And yan, I wanna say hi to Papayo, kaldagan mo, Reg Adams. Parang dapat si Bian Tumbling yung magsabihan ng kaldagan mo. Hello, hello. Of course, guys, sa mga hindi pa nakaka-follow dyan kay Papayo Talks, don't forget to follow Papayo Talks. Yan. The man of the hour. Ika nga. Aking co-host sa Sosabero sa Discord. Yan. There you go. Si Papayo. Hello, hello, hello. And, yan. Very interesting yung sinabi ni
That means technically, the president of the Philippines and the executive branch does not have a monopoly on determining the Philippines' foreign policy. In that regard, we need to talk to legislators and how domestic politics shapes foreign policy and vice versa. It is that dialectical relationship that we want to understand today when we talk to one of the most prominent and influential senators in Philippine history.
Ayan. Very interesting yung intro niya, no? Alright. Very interesting yung intro ni Professor Richard Heydarian. Ano bang sinabi niya again? No? Again, I would like you guys to take note of the introduction. No? When it comes to foreign policy, the President of the Republic of the Philippines is a chief architect. No question about that. That is in our constitution, but other branches of the state, specifically co-equal branches of the state, like the Senate, also have a thing or two to say. In fact, have a thing or two to say, but in fact, treaties have to be ratified by the Senate of the Philippines in order for them to be final and binding. That means technically the President of the Philippines and the executive branch does not have a monopoly on determining the Philippines' foreign policy. No? Ang ganda ng intro niya. Guys, napakaganda. In paper, it's very good. If you're a public speaker, this is really good. No? Ang ganda, ang galing. Pero, ang tanong ko, matatakil ba to dun sa particular peer interview na to? Mapag-uusapan ba yon? Diba? When you're doing a thesis, no? When you're doing a presentation, di ba pag nag-intro ka, nagbigay ka ng particular introduction to your thesis or your presentation, di ba usually yung opening statement is like asking or parang ikaw ay nagtatanong or ang aim mo, yung purpose mo is to answer these questions or to give light to your opening statements, di ba? Pero ang tanong ko sa interview na to, na-tackle ba yung about dun sa foreign policy nung in-interview mo, Professor Richard Heydarian? But let's continue. Continue the interview. Sabi ni Papayo Talks, ay wait, palitan ko, grab this thing, or grab his thing and twist it. Ikaw, Papayo. So, again, magandang hapon sa mga nanonood. Yan, sabi ni Uncle Freddy, yun lang, magiging bias na yan mamaya. Yeah. Again, guys, this is a peer interview for me. No? Para sa akin, ito ay isang fanboy-friendly interview by Richard Heydarian to Senator Raffy Tulfo. So, again, take note of that. No? They're talking about foreign policy. Ang sinasabi ni Professor Richard Heydarian is that hindi lang naman ang presidente or executive branch may say about foreign policy. Hindi lang sila may monopoly. No? Kasi, meron ding say, somehow, yung equal branch, which is the Senate, when it comes to foreign policy. So, let's continue this PR interview.
Tonight, we have the privilege of having a long conversation with Senator Raffy Tulfo. Good evening, Senator. Good to see you in person.
Good to see you, Richard. How are you?
Well, in fairness to to Professor Richard Heydarian, I think yung program na ito, sabi The View from Manila by Richard Heydarian, I think this is parang kind of leaning towards foreigners, no? Or pinapakita yung expertise niya dito is foreign relations kasi expertise ni Professor Richard Heydarian. So that's why ganun siguro nag-introduction niya. Pero tingnan natin kung masasagot yung kanyang opening statement o yung purpose interview na to based on his opening statement. Yan. So let's continue.
Pleasure, sir. Thank you for joining us. Of course, people are familiar with our show since last season. It's usually, ambassadors, people in charge of foreign policy,
Wow.
foreign policy experts. But today, I feel this is going to be very
Do I
interesting.
belong here?
Yeah, definitely.
Ayan, expertise kasi ni Professor Heydarian is foreign policy. So that's why he wanted to bring it up, no? Pero ang tanong ko lang, masasagot ba yan during this interview? This is a 42-minute long interview, so let's find out. Let's continue. Alright, sabi ni Papa Payo Talks, buti pa si Prof, nasasara button ng t-shirt niya. Bili ka kasi na mas maluwag para masara mo yung botones. So, let's continue.
Because there's no way to understand the Philippines' place in the world if you don't understand the Philippines as a place, what's happening
Okay.
inside the country, the politics of the country. And as I mentioned, it is true that per the Philippine Constitution, yung ating presidente ang chief architect, no, ng
Sure.
ating foreign policy. Pero may
Okay, based sa kanyang intro, nagsimula interview, sinasabi nga na, of course, the executive branch or the president is the chief architect of the foreign policy. Let's see kung masasagot to ni Senator Rafi Tulfo.
masabi rin ng Senado. I mean, the Senate is in charge of ratification of treaties.
Mhm.
They're co-equal branches of the government, my checks and balances, etc. So
Right.
we really appreciate, Senator, you allocating time for this conversation over the next 45 minutes, hopefully, to talk about a range of issues. But before we go dun sa mga
Oh, yes, yun na yan. But before you go into that particular topic, ayan na. Ayan. Parang, sige, panoorin na nga natin. Kasi yun ang inaantay ko masagot eh. That's the opening statement. That's the purpose of the interview. That's the purpose of this program about foreign policy. So, tingnan natin kung masasagot ba ni Senator Rafi Tulfo. Again, pwede natin itong gawing part 2, no? Kasi mahaba interview, pero tingnan natin kung kayang tapusin. Kasi tayo ay nasa 1 oras mahigit na naman. But tingnan natin tapusin. Tingnan natin kung kaya natin tapusin itong interview na to. Yung review ng interview na to. Sabi ni Cap Zura, yun di ba yung interview ni kino-coach niya, naka-cheat sheet? Sabi ni Papa Yo, slim fit ako parati kaya mukha ako ng gunisa. Huwag yung slim fit, yung comfortable fit yung bilin mo. Siyempre, kailangan natin iayon sa ating body type, no? Yan, para pag musumukha tayong payat. Huwag yung masyadong fit yung suit natin. Sabi ni Stone Trooper, Rafi Tulfo po sa 2028. This is Richard Heydarian. Thanks for watching. Huwag mo naman tapusin agad, Stone Trooper. Tinatapos mo agad yung interview eh. Huwag naman. Ano nga tayo dito, nag-review eh. Gusto mo agad tapusin. Masyado mo namang ini-spoil eh. Huwag naman ganon, Stone Trooper. Sabi ni Dada Ern, lahat ng damit ko nagiging slim fit. Yun lang. Pares tayo. Yan, pares tayo, Dada Ern. Sabi ni Perfect Defect, leading, no? Kaya nga sabi ko, umpisa pa lang, this is a PR interview, no? Hindi to mabakbakan na interview. This is a friendly interview with Senator Rafi Tulfo. But yeah, let's continue.
mabibigat na mga bagay.
Okay.
Pag-usapan muna natin, how is your more or less first year in the Senate, Senator Rafi Tulfo?
Well, I'm getting the hang of it, meaning I'm getting comfortable. Unlike before when I was
Oh, he's getting comfortable. All right. Interesting.
what we call a neophyte, which I'm no longer consider myself.
Okay, ulit. Teka lang, Senator. Medyo may konti tayong problema dun sa neophyte thing na yan. Wait lang.
Senator Rafi Tulfo.
Well, I'm getting the hang of it, meaning I'm getting comfortable. Unlike before when I was what we call a neophyte, which I'm no longer consider myself as a neophyte because I've been there for more than a year.
I no longer consider myself as a neophyte because I've been there for more than a year. Okay. For you guys, when you say neophyte, ano bang ibig sabihin ninyo pag sinabi niyong neophyte? Meron bang gustong magsabi sa inyo dyan? Tingnan natin kung ano sa tingin niyo ang ibig sabihin ng neophyte. Yan. Yan. Sabi ni Uncle Freddy Libayan, propagandista ni Tulfo. Sabi ni Uncle, Sir Proclaim, Diyos na buhay nga. He's getting the hang of it, meaning pabitin-bitin. Sabi ni Spaceman. Yan, sabi ni Spaceman, neophyte is beginner. Correct? Sa frat yung mga niyo pa din hanggang wala ka pang bagong batch. Interesting din yung sagot ni Dada Earn. Tsaka ni Spaceman. But yeah, no? Bago natin continue video, tingnan natin kung ano ibig sabihin ng neophyte. Alright? Ano ba ibig sabihin ng neophyte? Okay, kita nyo ba? Yan. Neophytes. Neophyte. Neophyte. A neophyte is someone who's brand new at something. You're a neophyte the first time you pick up a guitar and start learning to play. Very good example, no? Neo means new, and phyte is from the Greek word, is it phuton, plant. So like a baby plant, a neophyte is someone who is new to an activity. In Greek, neophytus, literally newly planted, was used to refer to a new church convert. A political neophyte is someone who is newly elected and comes to Washington, D.C., not understanding how the game of politics is played. Pasok na pasok yung definition ni, ano, no? Parang alam ni Neo ng, ano ba itong kinunan ko dito? Dictionary.com. Parang gusto-gusto niya yung nais natin iparating, no? Na mensahe. Getting the hang of it, detaining resource person sa Senate. Yeah. Diba? Again, I would like to give attention, no, dito sa meaning na to. A political neophyte is someone who is newly elected and comes to Washington, D.C. Or in this case, comes to the Philippine Senate, not understanding how the game of politics is played. Okay, si Senator Raffy Tulfo ba ay newly elected? Yes, we can say that he is newly elected. The election was only last year, diba? 2022. So masasabi natin siya ay newly elected, diba? It is first time niya sa Senate. So masasabi natin new siya, diba? Sabi ni Kabzura, walang alam. Neophyte, neoyo. Neophyte. Nye. Sabi ni Perfect Defect. Sabi ni Uncle Freddy, hanggang sa ngayon, hindi nga alam mo Yun ang problema sa mindset sometimes, no? Yun ang problema sa mindset ng iba sa atin, no? Masasabi mo, no? Dun sa, kung i-compare mo, kung i-base mo dun sa experience ng mga tao na nandun sa Senate or yung batch ng Senate ngayon. This is 19th Congress, 20th Congress, I forgot. Pero sino ba yung mga newly elected senators or first term nilang matatawag ngayon? We have Senator Robin Padilla, we have Senator Mark Villar, we have Senator Raffy Tulfo. Sino pa ba yung baguhan doon? Sino pa ba yung first term nila as senators? Yan. Sino-sino pa? Baka may nakalimutan tayo. Yan. Si sabi ni Daddy Earn, baka yung context siya parang rookie sa basketball, naka 1 year na, so sophomore na siya. Ang ano kasi niya, Daddy Earn, di ba? For example, sa college or sa university or sa, in that case, dyan sa basketball, every year may nire-recruit kayo or every school year. Di ba? Nag-recruit ng bago. So, kung ikaw ay first year college, for example, second year mo, you're no longer a neophyte. Hindi ka na rookie. Ikaw ay sophomore na. Kasi nga, may bagong batch na pamasok. Umakyat ka na ng level. Di ba? Hindi ka na freshman. Sophomore ka na. Kasi nga, the following school year, tumaas na rin yung antas ng edukasyon mo. Umakyat na rin yung level mo. Di ba? That is in the context of college universities. Pero dito sa Senate, ang basihan kasi nila is by the number of Congress. Di ba? I mean, the number of terms, especially. Is this your first term? This is your first time? Yes. So, technically, you are a neophyte. Di ba pwede sabihin na hindi na ako neophyte? Kasi after 1 year, after more than a year, pagiging senador, hindi na ako neophyte. May problema tayo sa mindset na yun. Kaya ba ayaw mo tumanggap ng mga interpolation, ng mga comments? Kasi iniisip mo, senior ka na. Di ba? Yan, I remember that. Welcome to Legislative Works, Mr. President. Of course, Senator P. Cayetano was addressing that to uh, Senator Rafi Tulfo, pero sinabi niya dun sa presidente, which is si Senator Mig Subiri, bilang parte ng proper quorum, you always need to address the chairman or the president. Di ba? Welcome to Legislative Works. Wala na sila. Sila lang yung suspect na nag-leak. Sabi ni Uncle, kaya pa na ang grandstanding niya para magmukha siyang veterano na hindi naman neophyte. Ayun yung sinasabi nating may problema tayo when you are getting too ahead of yourself. Ika nga. Di ba? How will you learn? Di ba? Paano ka matututo? Sabi na the earn, walang pinagkaiba sa alam ko na yung batas kasi nakasuhan na ako ng isang beses. Oo nga, veterans na ako dyan. Nakasuhan na ako ng 2 beses eh. Oo, 2 partido nagkaso sa akin eh. Veterano na ako dyan, alam ko na yan. Yun ang problema sa atin, no? Wala mang problema kung for example, ang gusto mo sabihin na eksperto ka sa isang bagay, magaling ako dyan, ganito, ganyan. Pero kung first time mo gawin ng isang bagay, sabihin mo after 1 year, medyo may problema tayo doon, ikaw ay expert na after 1 year, hindi ka na neophyte. Kasi parang ayaw mo na alam siya, parang ayaw mo na matuto ng mga bagong bagay. Kasi alam mo na eh. No? Kasi alam mo na. Yeah, di ba? So, continue natin, no? So, again, alam niyo na yung ibig sabihin ng neophyte. The dictionary.com agrees with us. Di ba? Newly elected. Siya ba newly elected? Is his first time? Yes. Di ba? Nawili sa Dunning-Kruger effect. That is also true. Of course, Spaceman. Sige, balikan natin yung video. Tingin ko magka-part 2 tayo nito kasi mahaba itong interview na to. Nasa simula pa lang tayo. And marami na kagad tayong napansin dito sa interview na to. So let's continue.
Kaya komportable na ako, okay na ako. I think I'm doing good.
Sir, ano ba yung mga
That's what you think, of course, no? That's your story. Okay na ako. Okay. Sige.
expectations niyo bago kayo pumasok sa Senado? And ano yung mga expectation versus reality? At saka ano yung mga more or less yung na-expect nyo nangyari na rin sa Senado? Or was there a thing that surprises you with the Senate? Or was it more or less what you were expected?
That's a very good question, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. Well, that's good, no? For a good interview, lagi mong retort, lagi mo naman spill usually, you know. That's a good question, as a matter of fact. Parang pageant lang, you know. That is precisely the question I'm waiting for. Very good question. Yeah, yung mga ganong spill. Yeah.
Because when I first entered the halls of the Senate, I was thinking like, wow, this is different from what I've been used to. So,
Well, obviously, no? This is very different. This is a different monster. And para masabi mong 1 year after lang ikaw ay hindi na neophyte, medyo contradicting yata yun, idol. Aminado ka, no? Na this is very different from what I usually do for the past 2 decades. Tapos boom, this is Senate. Aminado ka naman, di ba? Pero parang kulang yata yung 1 taon mahigit para masabi mong hindi ka na neophyte. And I think kulang nga yung 1 term eh. Or siguro sabihin natin para masabi mong hindi ka na neophyte, technically speaking, tapusin mo yung 1 term. Then after that, di ba? Okay. Neophyte ako last month sa Comsec. Ngayon, expert na ako sa Comsec. Thank you, Serapi, sa mindset. Sabi ni Kabzura, sa Efren Reyes nga, naalala ko as a matter of fact. Nasanay sa RTIA. Yes, idol, tama po kayo. Di ba? Di ba lagi sinasabi nga ng mga professors o teachers natin, di ba? Lagi mong iisipin na ikaw ay walang alam. Di ba? If you remember that. May mga teachers or professors tayo nagsasabi dati. Lagi mong isipin na wala ka alam. For new information, for new knowledge to come in. Para mas madali ma-absorb yung mga information. Kasi nga, the moment that you say that I know everything, I can do everything, I know a lot of things, you know, pag hinayaan mo niya pumasok yung mindset na sa isip mo, i-reject mo na yung mga i-reject mo na yung mga bagong kaalaman or yung mga bagong information na dapat sana ipapasok para mag-improve lalo ang iyong thinking. 'Di ba? Once na nandun ka sa stage na 'yon. So, yeah, dito pa lang sa umpisa may problema na ako dito. But yeah, let's continue.
Mga radio show ko sa mga TV stations and radio stations I've been with na iba ang dating. Very respectable yung mga tao nandoon. And hindi ko na basta
Well, buti naman you admitted very respectable yung mga tao doon. Okay.
basta pwedeng dalhin yung mga ugali ko dun sa mga radio programs ko.
Hindi ko na pwedeng basta dalhin yung ugali ko sa mga radio programs ko doon sa Senate. Tingin nyo guys, ano ba nangyayari? Ano ba nangyayari pag nasa Senate na si Senator Idol sa mga hearings? Bilang isang neophyte for me, no? Who are you to question our God? Sabi ng mga Tulfo fanatics. Di ba? No, hindi niya na pwedeng dalhin yung ginagawa niya noon sa kanyang TV show, radio shows, etc. sa Senate. Very respectable yung mga tao. So, when you say respectable yung mga tao, ito lang ba yung mga senators or mga colleagues mo? Or are we talking also about sa mga resource persons, mga government officials na pinatawag sa mga hearing? Respectable din ba sila? Or, okay, palitan ko yung tanong. Sa tingin mo ba dapat sila nire-respeto rin? Yeah. Yun ang tanong natin, no? Kasi kung yung colleagues mo lang yung respectable for you, I could understand, pero hindi ba dapat kasama din yung mga resource persons, yung mga ini-invite nyo for hearings in aid of legislation. Again, in aid of legislation, no? Para yun matulungan kayong magkapag-craft, makapag-improve ng batas, no? Sa mga resource persons, sila dapat yung nakakaalam ng mga bagay-bagay. Hindi tayo. Kaya nga tinawag natin resource persons eh. Kasi kukunan natin silang informasyon eh. Unless you're the expert on everything, bakit kailangan patawag ng resource persons? Kasi alam mo na nga eh, bakit kailangan pa may resource persons? In aid of legislation. Sabi ni Kabzura, parang nasa bahay lang siya, parang nasa RTA lang din. Komportable, no? Sabi ni Angkol, hindi tumutugma ang sinasabi sa ginagawa. Yeah. Again, guys, no, we're basing on our observation. Mga nakikita natin sa nangyayari. Maganda tong interview na to, magaganda yung sagot. Pang pang ika nga pang beauty pageant. Or pang PR. Balik natin yung sinabi ni Senator Idol Raffy Tulfo doon sa angkas, no? Angkas representative. Huwag yun na mahabaan masyado, sir. Parang pang PR na yung ginagawa ninyo. Ibalik natin yung tanong sa kanya. Parang ito ay isang PR interview din, di ba? Pati yung mga sagot mo, Senator, parang pang-PR din, no? Well, I understand this is a friendly interview, so yeah, let's continue.
Because there is a process that I have to follow. And that's one thing which makes me very uncomfortable.
Okay, so following the process makes you uncomfortable? Sa'yo nang galing yan, Idol ha, hindi galing sa amin yan, ikaw nagsabi. There is a process that needs to be followed that makes me uncomfortable.
The first few weeks,
Medyo ilang
months,
kayo nung
ilang.
una.
And then after that, like I said, I get a hang of it, so I get more comfortable. Ngayon, smooth sailing na ako.
Ano bang mahirap talaga mag-admit, no? Parang tingin ko base sa mga interview niya, base sa accounts ni Liloy kanina, parang mahirap kay Senator Idol Raffy Tulfo na mag-admit, no, na hindi pa niya alam gawin yung isang bagay, no? Kasi sabi niya, in just a few weeks, in just a few months, I get a hang of it. Kaya ba, for example, kayo ay nasa trabaho, kayo ay bagong pasok sa isang trabaho in a different industry, tapos masasabi niyo bang enough yung few weeks, few months para masabi niyong I already got the hang of it? Alam mo na yung gagawin, no? May problema kasi tayo sa ganung mindset eh. Yung alam mo na yung gagawin. Ibig sabihin ayaw matuto. Di ba? Ayaw matuto. But yeah, of course, the Tulfo fanatics will say, Ganyan si Idol, matalino yan, madaling maka-adapt yan. Di ba dapat yung isang adaptability, yung mabilis kang matuto sa isang bagay, isang matatawag nating strength? Yeah, if that is the case, pag talaga mabilis kang matuto, then good, congratulations. Pero sa nakikita natin, parang hindi naman eh. Parang hindi naman agad natuto eh. Kasi he's still doing the same style, kung ano yung ginagawa sa RTIA, sa mga kausap niya na public officials, government officials, same thing. No? Again, the same example. One of the best examples yesterday or last night, yung sa content ni Mang Rene. No? Yung TESDA yung pinapagalitan about sa minimum wage or sa pasweldo do sa tao. Bakit TESDA? Hindi naman yung TESDA yung regulatory body when it comes to salary. Or hindi man yun ang ahensya ng gobyerno para yung may karapatang mag-check or magpuna or magbigay ng warning do sa isang kumpanya kung sakaling hindi sila nagbibigay ng minimum wage. Diba? Hindi naman TESDA yun eh. Hindi trabaho ng TESDA yun. Trabaho ng TESDA ay mag-training. No? Mag-training, magbigay ng training sa mga kababayan natin na hindi nakapag-tapos ng ika nga ay BS or kolehiyo. Kumbaga, yan yung sa mga nakapagtapos na pwedeng o gustong kumuha ng additional training from TESDA. Diba? Sabi nga ni Uncle kanina, hindi tumutugma yung sinasabi. Media ang pinakamalakas na kapangyarihan ni Idol, yun din ang nag-expose sa kanya. alam ko na yun, alam nyo yun kung saan di siya makomportable. Due process. Inadmit naman niya di ba? Hindi siya komportable. He's not comfortable dun sa susunding proseso. Inadmit naman niya. But sabi niya, well, after a few weeks, naging komportable na siya. Ika nga. Yan. Sabi ni Spaceman, he is not fully yet aware of the mandates and the functions of each NGA. All right? That's why he's always barking at the wrong tree. Exactly the point. No? Kaya I don't think it's enough yung 1.5 or more than a year para masabi mo alam mo na. No? Kahit ako, personally for me, pag ikaw ay isang first termer ka or matapos yung first term mo, hindi ko masasabing expert ka pa rin eh. Hindi mo rin masasabing alam mo na yung pasikot-sikot eh. Kaya nga allowed ka ng constitution na tumakbo ulit eh. Diba? Para i-continue yung pwede mo i-continue yung mga nabinbin mong programa ng first term mo yung may dinatapos eh. Diba? And syempre sa tingin ng botante ay deserve mo maupo ulit, iboboto ko ulit. Diba? I don't think yung first term is not enough para masabi mong alam mo na yung gagawin, yung pasikot-sikot. Diba? Siguro yung mga kasama nila ngayon, yung mga sila Alan Peter Cayetano, sila Pia Cayetano, sila Senator Mig Subiri. Yun, mga senior yun eh. Pang ilang term naman nila. Alam nila yung gagawin nila. Or iba pa nga minsan, di ba? May mga pagkakataon pa na pag nagkakaroon sila ng debate doon sa floor, di ba? Kailangan minsan i-remind ng isang kapwa nila senador sa kanila kung ano yung rules, no? Kung ano yung mga policies pagdating sa ganito. Kasi nga, even sila, pwede sila magkamali. Di ba? Yeah, but let's continue the video.
I mean, sir,
Fortunately.
I mean, the thing is, more or less, dinala niyo yung genre niyo, no? Ng muckraker style of journalism. Some would even say, medyo bardagulan style.
Pero galing din ni Professor Richard, no? In a way, he kind of said it in a nice way. Or kung paano niya, kumbaga, it's really important how you say things, no? Minsan yung choice of words talaga hindi maiwasan. Pero ang galing niya rin mag-twist, not twist, sorry. But ang galing din niya mag-convey na ganun tanong without really offending someone. Diba? Parang namalabas maganda pa rin yung pagkakatanong niya nun. Pero in a way, no, dinala mo nga yung pagiging bardagulan style mo sa Senado. Diba? Okay.
Yeah.
Into the Senate, and it looks like it's working because I'm also active on social media and all. Ang biro ko sa mga kaibigan natin sa America is, alam mo, may channel sila ng C-SPAN, yung kino-cover yung Senado and Kongreso nila. At ang joke is walang nanonood. Sabi ko, meron kaming senador na si Senator Rafi Tulfo na yung parang C-SPAN natin ay ginawa niyang parang show. Like, I mean, ang dami mga clips about your cross-examinations and interactions. Yes. Nagmo-viral. I mean, like,
yeah, true. Nagvo-viral. Nagiging naging controversial, ika nga. Kasi nga, kagagawan din naman niya eh. Pero that's beside the point, you know. That's beside the point. I mean, that's only the surface eh. Ang importante kasi dito sa legislative work is yung talagang ano ba yung trabaho ng legislation. Diba? Yun ang laging titingnan natin. Yes, it's the surface, it's trending, it's being watched, it's turning to a viral video, yung mga clips na yun, etc. Pero that's only the surface. That's only scratching the surface. Ang importante dito yung legislative work. Hindi yun ang magiging basihan, no? Para masabi mong isang senador ay ginagawa yung kanyang trabaho. Right? So sabi ni Spaceman, he's not fully aware. Yeah, mention nga kanina. Hello there, Obscure. Yo, 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 yo. Shoutout sa lahat. Sabi ni Obscure na napakagaling kumanta. As always, no? Yan. So, let's continue. By the way, tayo ay isa oras kalahati na. I think hindi natin matatapos to. But let's just continue a little bit. Tingnan natin kung ano pa yung makukuha natin dito.
Like, who would have thought na Senate sessions can get millions of views or hundreds of thousands of views? In fact, I think may mga bloggers, ang specialization nila just to cover the Tulfo sessions.
Yeah.
Are you surprised by that? Are you natuwa ba kayo sa ganyan?
Not at all. Not at all. Kasi yung mga dinadala ko doon sa Senado, yun
Oh, hindi mo pala siya natuwa guys eh. Ayaw naman pala ma-highlight. Ayaw naman pala niya mapuput sa spotlight. Bakit? Tingnan natin kung bakit. Sabi ni Uncle Freddy, ang point dyan, bakit parang tuwan-tuwa pa si Prof na kung alam niya mali yung nagbabiral. Yeah, again, that's exactly the point is, that again, take note, Uncle Freddy Libayan, this is a peer interview. Yes, di ba? So, it would seem na, papalabasin natin to lightly. Hindi ka masyadong matamaan, di ba? Ika nga.
yung mga actuations ko doon sa Senado, it is the result of me listening to so many problems that comes to me every day.
Tsaka yung
sa show ko,
stakeholders, no? Yung mga
stakeholders. And then, physically, na nakakausap ko sila, sinasabi nila yung mga problema nila sa akin, and so, dinadala ko yun sa Senate. So, yun yung mga real problems, the everyday life that the people that comes to me, that they encounter, at dinadala ko sa Senado. And then, alam ko kung paano i-handle yan because for the past 20 years, I've been handling complaints and I've been...
Okay. Yan na naman tayo. The past 2 decades, alam ko na yan. Alam ko na paano i-handle yan, etc. But you also admitted that this is a different setting, di ba, Mr. Senator? This is the Senate already, not RTIA. Sabi ni Kapzura, ano ibig sabihin niya sa stakeholders? Well, with me, stakeholders, of course, kasama na dyan yung complainants, kasama na dyan yung mga public officials, or yung the right government agency that handles those cases. Upakan mo na. Upakan ko may ulam. Yan. During lunch. The Alpha. Hello there. Yan. Halatang pinapaikot na niya yung mga tool fanatics. Nasagot ba yung tanong? Ano ba yung tanong ni Professor Richard again?
Stakeholders, no? Yung mga
stakeholders. And then,
okay, ulitin natin.
who would have thought na Senate sessions can get millions of views or hundreds of thousands of views? In fact, I think may mga bloggers, ang specialization nila just to cover the Tulfo sessions.
Yeah.
Are you surprised by that? Are you natuwa ba kayo sa ganyan?
not at all. Not at all. Kasi,
Okay, natuwa daw ba kayo sa ganong resulta, no? Na nag-viral mga videos, na napag-uusapan yung mga videos, yung mga clips about you sa mga Senate sessions mo, nakasama ka, or rather, natutuwa ba kayo? Sasabi niya, not at all. Nasagot ba yung tanong? Bakit?
yung mga dinadala ko doon sa Senado, yung mga actuations ko doon sa Senado, it is the result of me listening to so many problems that comes to me every day.
Tsaka yung
sa show ko,
stakeholders, no? Yung mga
stakeholders. And then, physically, na nakakausap ko sila, sinasabi nila yung mga problema nila sa akin, and so, dinadala ko yun sa Senate. So, yun yung mga real problems, the everyday life that the people that comes to me, that they encounter, at dinadala ko sa Senado. And then, alam ko kung paano i-handle yan because for the past 20 years, I've been handling complaints and I've been giving solutions to complaints by different people from all walks of life. At nabibigyan ko solusyon. Alam ko yung problema, dinadala kong problema sa Senado, and then pinapakita ko sa kanila yung problemang ito, it's been there for a long time and nobody's doing anything, and I'm here to do something about it. I've been elected by the people to solve this kind of problem once and for all, not a band-aid solution, but through legislation and changing the policy by way of legislation. At kapag pag hindi nila naintindihan yan, that's when I get kind of upset. Kaya kung minsan kung ako'y nagagalit sa Senado, my apologies.
Kapag hindi nila naiintindihan or hindi mo naiintindihan. These are two distinct questions, Mr. Senator. Kasi kami naiintindihan namin kapag nagkapaliwanag yung mga resource persons, no? Yung mga invite sa mga Senate hearings in aid of legislation, somehow we understand what they're saying, no? Kami lang ba yung nakakaintindi, or is there something wrong with us? Kasi naiintindihan namin sinasabi nila, or di ka dapat, minsan kailangan din nating tanongin yung sarili natin na naiintindihan ko ba ito ng buo, or meron pa mga bagay ako hindi naiintindihan dito sa parte na to na function, no, ng isang government agency. Di ba? Wow, okay. Halatang piniikot lang niya mga Tulfo fanatics, sabi ni Uncle Freddy Libayan. Hindi natutuwa si Serapi kasi may mga kabatas pa daw na kumukontra sa kanya. Dapat nga matuwa siya kung may kumukontra or nag-criticize sa kanya, di ba? Kasi it's for his own sake. Yeah, mas maganda mga na may bibigyan ng feedback sa iyo kaysa hindi ka bigyan ng feedback. You know why? Kasi the moment na yung tao hindi na magbigay ng feedback, ibig sabihin, nawalan siya ng pag-asa sa iyo. Diba? Nawalan siya ng pag-asa sa kaya mong gawin. Kaya hindi siya nagbibigay ng feedback. Mas dangerous yung lagi mo lang narinig all praises. You know? Lagi nang sabihin sa'yo, ang galing-galing mo, God bless you, continue what you're doing, lagi kang tama. No? Ikaw na ang Diyos namin. Ikaw na may alam na lahat. Mas dangerous yun. Kasi hindi mo na ma-improve yung sarili mo di ba? No? Ano mo pipiliin natin yung criticize ka kasi gusto namin bilang isang senador, lalo mong gandahan yung trabaho mo. You know, pinapoint out yung mga pagkakamali mo sa Senate, yung mga ginagawa mo sa Senate, para ma-improve or ma-correct mo. Mali ba yun? Mali ba sabihan ng isang taong bayan, no, na magbigay ng kritisismo? Diba? Hindi sa yung pagkatao, not on your personality, but what you're doing. Mali ba yun na bigyan ka ng feedback para maitama mo, para mas gumaling ka palalo? Diba? That's the question of karamihan nandito sa social media. Yeah, diba? Gusto niya, yes, idol, yes. Dangerous yan Pag puro yes na lang. Diba? Di ka mag-i-improve kapag walang feedback. Di ka ma-i-steer to the right direction. That is true. That is correct. No, that's what I wanted to say, Kabzura. Thank you for that. Diba? Sa trabaho, ganun din. Ayaw mo ba na napupuna ka ng iyong boss, ng iyong mga supervisors or managers mo para, bigyan ka ng feedback sa trabaho mo? Siyempre, di ba? Gusto mo. Kasi nga gusto mo mag-stay sa trabaho na yun. Gusto mong mag-improve. Gusto mong tumaas yung iyong antas ng kaalaman at ng iyong mismong trabaho. Gusto mo kumbaga contribute ng mas maganda pa sa trabaho mo, di ba? Kaya ka binibigyan ng feedback. Kaya binibigyan ka ng kritisismo. Simply because of that. The moment na hindi ka nakausapin ng mga boss mo, ng mga manager mo, doon ka magtaka. Doon ka matakot. Hindi ka na kinakausap Hindi ka na sinasabihan Baka may plano na yung patanggal ka. Diba? Baka next time padalang ka lang ng notice na this is a 30-day notice to vacate your post. Diba? Mas maganda yung may feedback Ewan ko ba? Ayan, sabi ni Uncle, for the past 20 years, hindi niya kailangan ng feedback. But guys, it's been 1 hour and 45 minutes sa ating live stream. So, dito na muna natin tapusin. I-continue natin to sa susunod, yung ating, nasa 5 minutes pa lang pala tayo. I-continue natin yung ating long conversation na ginawa ni Senator or ni Professor Richard Heydarian to Idol Senator Raffy Tulfo. Yan. Maraming salamat for Fake Defect. We'll see you again next time, no? I-continue natin to. Pero bukas, baka yung ating munang itackle ay yung ating nakapost na live dyan. Sana yung panoorin din bukas, no? Ng umaga. Yan ay tungkol sa, isang mahalagang subject din these days sa social media, sa ating mga panahon ngayon, which is yung why do we need or why is it important to question everything. Yan. Pag-usapan natin bukas siya. May i-review tayo na isang TV series. Ang tawag ay The Capture. Very interesting. Sa mga nakapanood na, walang spoiler. But sa mga hindi nakapanood pa, sorry. Meron tayong konting spoiler dun sa palabas na yon. Pero see you tomorrow para done. Pero ito i-continue natin to definitely. Kasi kulang yung isang session natin dito for a review on this PR interview by Richard Heydarian. And again, babalikan natin yung opening statement ni Professor Richard kung nasagot ba yung purpose ng interview na yun dito sa session na to. Alright? So anyway, having said that, maraming salamat and thank you all. As I always say, God bless, stay safe, stay moist. We'll see you again next time. Alright? And yeah, thanks to all. Ingat tayo and happy Sunday. Bye for now. Guys!
Your systems are offline.
CS Radio.
Balat sibuyas ka, social media ang taguan. Diyos na buhay ang takbuhan. Ang pundasyon sa tamang pagtanggol. Tulfonatics Premium Vlog Starter Feeds. Siksik sa cloud chasing para lumaking mangmang, pabigat at palaging iyakin. Dahil troll at iyakin silang bata. Pagkulang sa pansin stage na sila, Tulfonatics Vlog Starter Feeds.